Okay, so let me... Oh, there you go. What do you think of that new emoticon, Brutal Ghost? You like that? Friends seriously made that for me. I also have a new tier 2 called... Where is it? Oh, come on. Boom, check that out. Okay, so give me a sec here. Got from my controllers. Okay, so Subnautica. How's it not in my favorites? Where do I... Alright, I'll boot it from my computer then. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Okay, give me one sec, guys. Alright, it's loading up now. Okay, so last time you guys saw me play this, if you were tuned in, I was watching, or rather I was, it was for my affiliate anniversary. So for my affiliate anniversary, did this change? Oh, it did. Crap. We'll just live with it. Okay, so for my affiliate anniversary, I was building a base. So this is that base that I have been building on, and as you saw, the time I've invested 9 hours building this base. 9 hours. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like right here, right now. I have not been playing this in VR because it is so, what's the word? So graphical intensive to build the base. I don't think it'll run in VR. So for giggles, we'll load it up right now and see if I can even move to show you guys what it looks like. I have no idea. None at all. You probably hear double of my voice. Once I'm in game, I'll Alt-Tab and mute my mic. Because I have the desktop mic unmuted. Because Brutal X Ghost, awesome person, subbed. And I wanted to say thank you for that without going and grabbing my headset. Did you do anything exciting for Christmas, Brutal Ghost? I got a popcorn popper for Christmas, and then we traveled 13-hour drive to go visit family on Thursday and got back last night. My hearing right now is a bit messed up. Don't really know why. It's like there's earwax on the other side of my eardrum, like not directly inside the ears or something, but on the other side there's something on it or something. So my hearing's really weird. So it's like my ears are constantly ringing, but it's not really the ringing sound, but rather what you would hear if you were hearing inside your body as opposed to outside your body, if that makes any sense at all. So I hear low-pitched sounds, like I feel low-pitched sounds as opposed to hear them, and I can barely make out high-pitched sounds. Oh yeah, I forgot your birthday was very recent. Happy birthday as well. Yeah, I turned 27 here in March, so that's not too far off either. Now, you might think this is taking forever to load. You would not be wrong. It's at least showing... Okay. Keep in mind, though, I built an enormous base, so it's going to take a little bit to load that in. And in fact, considering how long it is taking, maybe I'll just go ahead and Alt-Tab and mute my mic now. I think that's what I'll do. The game does not like you Alt-Tabbing.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
What? See, people don't tell me these things until after the fact. Otherwise, I would have said happy birthday and stuff. Okay, so, my goodness, this is gonna be really, really laggy. Like, this is going to be unplayable tier for me. Oh my gosh.
Power restored. All
Oh my.
Systems online.
Like, oh my goodness. This is really bad. Okay, so I was in the process of building stuff, and I gave up because it was taking 10 minutes. It's like, if I want to build a ladder to go up, we would be sitting here for a solid 10 minutes on a not responding screen, waiting for it to finish building. So screw that. So, anyway, how do I even want to do this? Okay, so, well, here we go. So I'll get back to my, I'll go to the CMOF, and I'll show you guys from here. So I don't really know what the stream looks like. I'm sure it looks really bad. You'll just have to deal with that. So we'll get this thing to move a little bit faster. So I will not go inside the base. Sorry, not sorry, I'm not going inside the base. Correction, I am going inside the base because my CMOF's inside the base. Okay, so,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
so here is literally the only way I can go up inside this base. Screw this. It's kind of tall, isn't it? I forget what the point of doing that is. Like, I can't travel from here and go somewhere else, I don't think. Maybe I can. I don't frickin' know. No, I can't. Okay, well anyway, I'll go to my, we'll go back now. Okay. So enough of that. Well, since you didn't say anything about your birthday, Go Dog, seeing my big awesome base will be your birthday present. It's the best I can do. Like, this is maxed out what my computer can handle. That's how big this base is. Ooh.
All systems online.
Like, I'm seeing constant loading screens just trying to do stuff. Okay, so, well, anyway. Guess we'll go around. So, actually not sure if I can actually get through here. I've not actively tried to do any of this. Okay, so as you can see, that's kind of cool. Woohoo. So every place that... So I've got glass pretty much everywhere. Of course, continuing to build on, just, it takes forever, like 10 solid minutes of trying to build one thing, just because I'm in a not responding screen, waiting for it to load properly. So this base is kind of big. So the reason this top one's curved inward as opposed to outward is because of the rock right there. I had to do it that way. That one won't go up any higher, that's why that one's that short and stuff. So, let's see here. It pushed me at a weird angle, hold on. Okay, so as you can tell, there's 4 of those bay things, and I figured out that I can build over it, like so. So I've built over it with those, built over that way, and then drop down, so you can actually have doors into them that way. So that's what I figured out. I don't know why I was doing it, I just was. And so then, there's a glitch in this creative game mode where nothing will be powered on inside your base. So all those lights that you see right now wouldn't be there if I were to take something off. So if I were to destroy one of those, there'd be no lights. So then I decided I wanted to go up to where there was light. So that way I could build a solar panel and actually have light inside. So I built a bunch of these, like a bunch. So we'll just slowly now go towards where it is. So I built using these rooms because they're the biggest rooms you can build, and I figured that'd be the quickest way. And I didn't realize until I got to the very, very, very end of building that I could actually have one of those here, then have another one like 3 spaces up, and it would still connect. It would count as having connected. So anyway, we go up 4 ways. I'm not sure exactly how far I got with what I was building. As you can tell, it's super massive. So then I built that. Now I went this way. So the reason I was building inside that platform right there, that's where I was when I loaded up. So somewhere over there is where I loaded up. I was doing that so I could actually travel through the entire interior. That's what I was wanting to do. So Golo Dog, what do you think of my base so far? I mean, obviously this is ridiculous, and all the parts that I'm doing right now, or showing right now, was literally just to get to the top of the water. And I think I stopped like 135 meters below the water. It was close enough to the top that I could still get power during the day from the solar panels. So I got away with it, quote unquote. But yeah, this is unplayable. Like, I would not want to play this game with the current performance I have. Like, this is really, really bad, but because I'm in a vehicle and stuff, it'll be fine. I'll just show you guys what the base looks like, and that'll be that. Like, I can't build anything else in this game because it would take too long, and in VR, I'm not even sure I could build anything at all. I mean, it's massive. Like, just absolutely massive. Yes. You could say it's unbeardable. But yeah. Okay, so to give an idea, I'm sure you already know exactly where I am. But if I were to continue going that way, that would be one of the exits. I think it's the southern entrance. Yeah. So this is the way to the southern entrance to this Lost River. If I go this way, we'll eventually find the sunken base facility thing. And that's where you find some information, story related, that I won't spoil. So that's where I am. Of course, there's a ceiling up there, which I can't really show you that well. But yeah, I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. Now, what was really fun was here up ahead. There's a ghost Leviathan right above. Okay, so you see where that beacon is? It's right above that beacon. There was a Ghost Leviathan that was hyper aggressive, and even though I can't take damage, he was continually pushing my Cyclops further and further down, like upside down and stuff. It was very entertaining. But yeah. Yes, this is that base. So you saw where I started, right? I'm not sure if you had to step away when AFK or anything, but I got into the Seamoth at the start of my base, in the pocket above the lava flow at like 900 meters. Like 950 meters or something. But I'll go back after this, because that's where I want to be. But anyway. And this does make it all the way up to like 135 meters. Okay, so above where I am right now, I think, is... Where's that thing? Okay, so... You know there's a Ghost Leviathan down in that area. I'm not going to actually go down there myself, because lag and all that. But, I'm probably getting 30 FPS in VR right now. 30 frames per second. This is unplayable. Like, I'm sure, yeah. The game doesn't look smooth to you. You can tell it's not smooth. It's even worse for me. Like, I see all sorts of really bad things that you're not supposed to be able to see in VR when you're playing. So, this is unplayable. But for the purpose of showing off the base, I can deal with it. Notice how we're about 700 meters now. So we've gained like 250 meters in depth just by base building. Just look how high it goes. Off we go. If I had the hardware to do it, and the patience, I would love to put lights, like a glass and the lantern things, the headlights, everywhere. Like, if I had the hardware power to manage it. Like, the only thing limiting me from building more on the base is my hardware. It takes so long, like a solid 10 minutes to try to do anything, like build anything at all. Like anything. Like a simple chair inside or something. We're talking solid 10 minutes waiting on a do not respond, on a not responding screen to do it. Like, it's ridiculous. Okay. So here we are at the end. We have finally reached the end. So from here, I was like, screw it, I'm impatient. So I did that. Because now we go up 300 plus meters. This is a 340 meter climb now. So I figured that you can have a space about three multi-purpose room spaces in between each one, and it still count as being quote-unquote connected. So now it's just this forever, basically. So away we go. Here's the surface. Here, really assume we stop. Like 130 meters or so. Because that's the last one. So I put a bunch of those on top. It took a while, but I did. And from here, we can see sunlight from the surface. And I don't know why it counts all of these as being connected. So like I built a glass window in this. The only reason I built the glass window here is to see if it was powered on. That's the only reason. Because by knowing this is powered on, I can then travel all the way back down. You can see it kind of sort of shows the rest of my base. Kinda. But so that's the top. I can even, if I want, exit. And enter.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So I got a fabricator, first you can see out, and I have a bed so I could sleep, change it to daytime. And yeah, so one thing I could do if I really wanted, like again, it would take forever, but I could go and fill out all of those spaces. Or I could go and remove the spaces from the other ones to reduce hardware usage and stuff yet. So that's how far I got.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'll go ahead and go to the surface, because why not? Oh, yeah, this CMOF I'm using right now, I actually built a mobile vehicle bay platform, whatever the heck it's called. I built one of those from the fabricator that you saw down there to build the CMOF to go back through the base, because I wasn't going to travel this way. So this is where I am right now. Give an idea of where I am. And there's almost 1,400 meters away is the starting life pod 5, or whatever the heck it's called. Anyway, so this is the western entrance. And so that's basically western entrance. So off we go. And I'll go ahead and get back to the other part of my base. So this was actually the one entrance I myself had never found in my explorations. I'd found the southern entrance and the northern entrance, but not the western entrance. There are only 3 total entrances to the Lost River, and I'd found 2 of those. The reason I chose this one was because I couldn't find the western entrance again. I mean, the northern entrance again for whatever reason. And I was just trying to figure out, okay, which entrance is the closest to going up? And this is a lot closer to going up than the southern entrance, which is, to me, the most common entrance. Like, I've used that entrance so many times. I only used the northern entrance once, because that was on my last day of playing, and I needed to pass time while waiting for the sunbeam, basically. And for whatever reason, when you're playing the VR version, you don't get to see this timer that tells you when the sunbeam will appear. The timer is actually 40 minutes, and there's nothing you can do to change that time. I didn't realize this. So I was trying to do things to pass the time while waiting for the sunbeam to arrive and get more messages so I could get the sunbeam to arrive, because I wanted to figure out if I could save it or not. And so while doing that, I found there's a life pod that had crashed at the bottom near that entrance. And I also found a time capsule, which was pretty cool. Here we are, we're already back down to like 790 meters. But yeah, so for giggles, I built this base. And I did all that just so I could get power lighting on the inside. Now what I don't know is if I were to disconnect anything, if it would still work. I have no idea. I don't feel like sitting here for 20 minutes to find out, or the game actually crashing. Because again, it takes so much. I'm maxed out on usage probably. Okay, so I'm not maxed out on usage. Like, my GPU usage is sitting around 50%, but it's just intensive, very intensive, so I can't play like this. I could probably travel faster using the Cyclops, but because I can look around and stuff, and you just have a much better view, I used this. You can maneuver a lot better. But I would love a way to go faster, for sure. Yeah, that's what I was wanting to eventually do. Because the problem is, I need to either build doors or do something or another. Because I can't actually go through the multi-purpose rooms. I can't do that. There's no doors or ladders or anything, so I'd have to build those. And that's going to be super time consuming. And the base is so big I can't do that now. Like I said, solid 10 minutes just to build one item. And we're talking, some of these have like probably a good 40 or more multi-purpose rooms just on them. Like it's ridiculous. Like half of this time was probably spent building this part of the base. The part that connects all the way up to the top. Because of how long it took to start building each part. And about like maybe 1/3 of the way through building the main part of my base, it started doing that. And it started taking longer and longer and longer every single item I add on. So it has nothing to do with how near I am to the other things I've built. It's a simple fact that the game has to save every single one of these pieces. And so everything is cached. So no matter where you are or what you're building, everything else is cached, and it will continue to take up more and more resources to build more things. So is what, nearly 5 minutes of travel to get back to this main base? Ooh! I can't even control this thing well anymore because of how laggy it is. Alright, so we'll go back here. Oh yeah, I'll also show you underneath. I can't because I see a loading screen now. Okay. So, as you can tell, I built a bunch of these platform things because I wasn't sure how much durability mattered in this mode. I can't even see durability. I can't even see how much power it has. Those are things I would have liked to be able to know. This is so lagging. Alright. Here we are. Okay, so I need to go up really high to go into that one. Yeah, it's just ridiculous just how big it is and stuff. So yeah. That is my big base. So laggy. Can you imagine sitting at this screen for 10 minutes, waiting for it to finish building something or take something down? Oh, and it lags even more if I get out the builder. Like if I simply equip the builder and try going to the menu, oh, it gets really laggy. Like if you think this is like, that's nothing compared to that. It's like 3 times worse. So simply trying to save the game, and I'm seeing the screen. Okay. Yeah, so this is 1 kilometer below the surface. Okay. So I have shown you guys my base now. And that is complete because my hardware is not powerful enough to continue building on it. So that's as far as I will get on that base. Maybe one day I'll be able to upgrade my hardware, and maybe I'll be able to continue building on the base until I can't build it on it anymore. It would be fun to give someone this save file on a really crappy computer and see if they could even load it up. Because it's massive. That base is absolutely massive.